We're going to call to order the best Rotary Club in the right, even though Burlington's here and they might complain about that. Do we have an invocation? I've got one ready to roll if you don't have one ready to roll. Oh, here, I got it. I got the mic right here. I have a standing invocation from one of my invocating heroes, Yoda. So, fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Named must your fear be before banish it you can. I wish I could do this in a little Yoda voice, but I can't do that. Small steps daily, mighty progress you shall see, and fear stops you. Courage will make you move. Amen. All right, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the four-way test. For those that don't know, it's right over here. Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And do we have a song?
Yes, I just thought in honor of all the armed servicemen that are in somewhat dire circumstances, that we should honor them with America the Beautiful. Okay.
Waves of rain, o'er purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy brother from sea to sea. All right, thank you. Go ahead and have a seat. Okay, we have two visiting Rotarians up here. I'll introduce them. We have Krista Poppy and Karen Brown from the Burlington Club. Do we have any other visiting Rotarians?
Okay.
Well, is that guy there? Is he a visiting Rotarian? He hasn't been here for a while, but you know.
Somebody took my badge.
There we go. Okay. Do we have guests of Rotarians?
One moment. I've got Dan Owens here from Central Skagit Library District, Executive Director.
Fellow Rotarians, we have a landscape architect with us here. This is Giselle Sasson. And I did that strategically based on last week.
Excellent. And Mike, we have one more up here.
And today I have my friend Raquel McDermott again, and Raquel is an intuitive certified functional medicine health coach. I had to have her write it down. Welcome.
So, and I brought Lisa today, and I was trying to figure out what her job is now, and I thought, she's got to take care of me.
44 years.
All right, we're going to move on to club business and announcements. And we're going to get Karen to step up here and talk a little bit about the flyers that are on your table, the Luck of the Irish fundraiser.
Well, good afternoon. Thanks for having us. Chris and I are here to pick up your ball machine that you generously let us use every Luck of the Irish. And so I thought we'd just put a plug in for it. We have some open spots. And this year, I don't know how much you know about the YES program, but we're sending 13 students. And you have 3 of them. So we panicked a little bit and realized we needed to add more project. So we are building 2 playgrounds this year instead of 1. So this will help us raise funds for that additional playground and also for the 50 Days for Girls kits that adding another village will require. So We'd love to have you join us. If you can't, if you want to, there's a QR code and you can just take a picture with your phone and it'll take you right there where you can sign up. And you can also just donate, or you can catch me or Krista and hand us some money too. We'll do any of those the old fashioned way too. But hope that you can join us. Thanks for having us.
All right, thank you. And I got handed an announcement. David Bricka had a flyer for the COV, Children of the Valley, Sedro Woolley site naming ceremony and tour. It's going to be on Thursday, March 26th, 4 to 5 p.m. right over here at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Church. Join us in celebrating the donors expanding COV's impact in Sedro Woolley. Enjoy classroom tours, unveiling of named spaces, and learn more about the Dream Big campaign, our effort to reach more students with meaningful support and enrichment. And I'm going to leave this out front, right at the front table there, just in case anybody wanted to take a look. Yeah. We have our next board meeting scheduled next Tuesday at 5:30 at the Senior Center. You're welcome to attend if you want to find out what we're doing. Let's see, the Thompson Pond Work Party is still on for March 14th at 10 o'clock. I'm going to be picking up the trees from Nathan Salsina and bringing them to the project. So remember, we're looking for shovels, rakes, and heavy-duty weed whackers, limbing, chopping things, and all sorts of cool stuff like that. We're just going to be doing a cleanup prior to the fishing derby that goes on up there. I think that's in May. And the Olmsted Park ribbon cutting ceremony is going to be on March 20th from 1:30 to 2:30. If you're interested in getting up there, I say show up early to get a good parking spot. If you haven't been up there, you should drive up there sometime when it's not really packed. And even with all the construction still going on, I know last time I was up there, they were still working on the caretakers building. Charlie, are they getting close to getting done up there? Do you know? Got it. So I would go up there and take a look, because it's going to be a beautiful park up there. Let's see. Tiffany just dropped off a bunch of protein Pop-Tarts she wants to pawn off on the kids over at the school. So I'll be stocking the food pantry at State Street and at the high school. And you're welcome to attend. Danny and I have been going after these meetings, so but we welcome welcome anybody else that wants to come along. And we're going to talk more about auction stuff, but monthly teams should be preparing their live auction stuff now. I know Ruth's going to, I think, talk about or talk to some of the monthly captains who are failing. Oh God, or just not quite. There we go. All right. So we still got our in-person auction meetings. Our next one after this one will be April 2nd. And that's when we need to make arrangements to talk to Tom Pasman, have him come in and meet and preview items, confirm all the stuff that we've got going on. Then we have the May 7th meeting. After that will be a work party. We're going to load, prep, and head over. And we're not meeting for lunch. We're meeting here at like 4 o'clock. Got it. Okay. So we got to make sure we got it. There we go. I got to make a note of that so I can make sure it starts showing up in emails. And then May 8th. May 8th is the date. So be ready, buy your tickets. Danny, how are we looking on tickets? Have you seen? Okay. Got it. So who's our Sergeant at Arms today? I would take that into account there, Sergeant at Arms. All right. We've still got the Clear Lake Playground project coming up in the future. That's not until June. So we'll have more information on that as the date comes closer. And let's see, do we have anything from the floor? Any announcements from the floor? All right, nothing from the floor. Do we have a raffle?
Mr. President, we do have a raffle. We sold a lot of cards or whatever they're called, balls, I guess. Yeah, and we're going to turn this thing on and we're going to make something happen, even if it's wrong. $22? $22. I sold that one. Lisa won it. You want me to spin it for you? Okay, I'll spin it. I recognize that number. I just didn't, whatever. This thing has not been good to me over the years. Holy cows. $50 to the florist. Lisa, you just got flowers. Oh, it's a florist. Okay. $26.
Oh, we have a box of protein Pop-Tarts here to choose from too, if you want.
Okay. That's probably a wise idea. Okay. We're going to do 4 today. So $69. Pay $2. Hey, Louis. No, that ain't what it is. Whoever chooses the table. Oh, what table do you want to pay $2, Louis? Oh, table. The next number is 57. Let's see, we're gonna go with just brown away. $2. We're keeping track. You're gonna collect. Okay, are we at Sergeant of Arms now? Oh, we got one more. Okay. That's perfect. That's wise.
There we go.
Okay, so you guys, it's the first of the month, which means if you have a birthday, that's David, how much is it if you have a birthday? $2. If you have an anniversary, how much is it? $3. So birthdays and anniversaries, let's get that out of the way. Charlie's going to pick up all the money. And today we're going to find out what you guys know about rocks. Okay? Rocks. Okay? Now, if you ever get bored, there's a guy, his name's Nick, and he's a professor at the Central University. And during COVID, he put every one of his lessons on YouTube. So I've spent the last 10 years or whatever learning about rocks. All right. Now I had rocks before that, but they were only in my head. So here we go. So the way this works, I'm going to ask you guys a question. It's $1 if you get it right. It's $2 if you get it wrong, because we need to raise money. So that's the way it works. Okay, what is the highest road that you can drive in the state of Washington? It will be. We'll get to the rocks, but you got to get through this. Okay, well, where does it go? Just name the name of the peak that it goes to.
Is it the actual road itself or the drivers?
No, it's the rock that we're trying to get to, okay?
Okay.
Okay, well, it's Slate Peak. It's 7,400 feet high. That's $2. But the real story is Slate Peak has got fossils in it right at the very top because the slate was mud in the bottom of the ocean only 50 million years ago. So it's kind of new, okay? But there's fossils in it all the way up there. Okay, here, you guys got a real easy one. What is unique about Susha Island? Well, that's probably true, but what's unique about it, so this is $2 for you guys. What's unique about Susha Island is it used to be hooked to the Baja Peninsula in California, floated all the way up there. Okay, yes. All right. This is a math problem. All right. So it's $2 if you're wrong, but here it's really simple, okay? Right now, there's a fault line that goes through Samish Island. And so everything west of Samish Island is moving, okay? How fast is it moving? That's the math problem. You should know this. You're really close. It's 2.6 centimeters per year, which is the same speed that your fingernail grows. And it's headed to, for extra credit, where is it going? Siberia. So in 140 million years, it will be hooked to Siberia. So there you go. That's what you learn. So you better start learning Russian. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a real easy one because you got a boat person here. What plate is diving underneath the state of Washington? Yeah. It's a dinner plate, Dave. That's half credit. Yeah. Yeah. What? Someone who's out in the ocean all the time doesn't know that the San Difuca plate is going underneath the state of Washington. That's $2. But I thought for sure you guys were going to get that one right. And David, I understand that you've gotten a lot of awards lately, and I feel sorry that you didn't get this one right. But no, but you might have a happy buck in between there. Okay, so Lisa, this is for your table. Doug and you guys. All right, you're on this one here too. So this is a pretty simple one. Okay. So Clear Lake Hill. Okay, it's right here. So what kind of rock is Clear Lake Hill made out of? You guys drive by it every day. All right. I thought this was going to be easy. It's slate. She knew it. And there used to be a mine on the side of it that you can still see that they used to mine slate. And so there's a lot of tables or stuff in these old houses here that have a slate top on them, and it came from Clear Lake Hill. So that's $2. All right. Normally I wouldn't do this. Did I do this table yet? Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll do the math. We've almost collected enough money here, but this one, when you go to Mount Baker, okay, and John, you've been there a lot of times, right? Shuxton Mountain tectonic upheaval, or is it part of Comacalcion volcano? Okay. Okay. Is that your final answer, or should we listen to Louis? No, you say. Okay. So it's very complicated, but what's your final answer? Upheaval. Upheaval. So they only have to pay $1 because it actually was pushed up from the mantle. So yeah. So because no, you can't win. All right. What, do I have time for one last?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So this one's really easy, Ruth. You only have to think back 110 million years ago. Okay. 110 million years ago, where was the coast of Washington? And I gave you this answer because you should know this from your childhood.
I think it was probably in Idaho.
$1. You guys got it right.
So
Yeah, the coast of Washington was in Idaho 100 million years ago, and because of the San Fuca plate coming underneath it, it pushed all this out of the. So basically, Eastern Washington was pure mud until then. So that's all I got. Now we got happy bucks, and who's happy in here? Doug has $20. I don't know if he's happy. He's leaving early because he's had enough of me. So I'm taking his 20. I don't know if that was here.
I got to go ride a horse, so I got to leave early. It's a nice day.
So for those of us that go to the Rusty Zipper breakfast on Tuesday morning, this is a regular classroom thing that we have when Mike shows up. He talks about rocks, and sometimes he talks about how much dynamite it takes to blow rocks up, which is really cool too.
Okay, here I've got a happy $5. The ceremony last week was really pretty cool, wasn't it? I'm really honored at the award. And then, so I got that email from Renata this morning about the Children of the Valley event. And Flora and I started talking about the kids participating in Country Meadow Village back before COVID. And this past fall, we finally realized our dream, and we've had the kids come out 2 or 3 times, and they're coming out in March. And it is such a great connection between the residents of Country Meadow Village and these students who go to Children of the Valley. It's really just been a magical time. So it's a great program, and I'm so excited that they're doing all kinds of great things. So that's part of it too.
David, good job. First of all, David, I want to thank you for showing up today because Rich cannot sing. Okay. We put him in charge of it, but you led the song from the back. So thank you very much.
I got a happy 10. 5 of it goes to all my permitting going through. And yesterday I got to pick out countertops and cupboards and everything for the new house. So that was exciting. And the other 5 is that Lisa won those flowers because I actually donated that to the wheel. I won that 50 for the sip and stroll here in town. So in all reality, those flowers came from me. Lisa. Okay.
Well, you made my day. It didn't matter how you got there because I got a little keychain from Chris that's a talkie tutor. Oh, I'm just telling you, this is the coolest thing I've ever gotten. So that's why I have the rights to remain silent, not the ability. Okay.
I got a happy $5. Couple things. I got to go to Montana and see my grandbaby over the weekend. So my grandpa meter is full. It was a great weekend. I also am really happy to see Eric here. It reminds me of, I don't know how many years ago, it was probably 25 years ago, I took the CPA exam And it was 2 full days of testing and it was absolutely horrendous. And the fact that he's here so soon after taking the bar exam, I think is just a testament to his strength and endurance and all that stuff. So good job.
All right.
Well, do we have anybody online that has any happy bucks
Well,
there,
Louis
Eric?
still happy. We got to get to Louis and then we're, oh, Mary.
Okay.
Okay, just a second, Mary. Go ahead, Louis.
Well, Mike told me since I'm March team captain, that he was going to be sergeant at arms the whole month. I said no. So I acquiesced a little bit. Rich is going to be sergeant of arms. Then it'll be me. So the acquiescence was Mike's going to be at the end of the month.
Right, and we're going to check to see what the balance is in the bank, and then I'm going to decide how much we're going to wean from you guys. Okay, so Mary, go ahead.
Can you guys hear me? I wanted to tell you all that.
Stand by one, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now?
Maybe Mary's muted. Are you muted, Mary? I recall you, Ruth.
There's all sorts of stuff going on our end, Mary. There's mouse clicking and moving and is it, can you hear, give us one more try, Mary?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry it took so much time for you guys to sort it out. Thank you for working on it. I just want to tell everybody that Keith Wagner put a bill forward on behalf of Skagit County to get a new judge for Skagit County Superior Court, and the legislature just passed it. And so I wanted to thank Keith and give 100 happy bucks because we're very thrilled. The governor obviously hasn't signed anything yet, but this is a huge deal for Skagit County.
So I think she said we got another judge. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm pretty sure it means drive the speed limit. Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. So early leavers, if you have to leave early, it must mean you feel guilty about your participation in the auction so far, or you just got something to do. But Ruth, are you ready? You need me to take any notes?
You just click for me, Eric. There's not very many slides. All right. Presentation number 3. Thanks for being here today to talk again about our 54th annual auction, with the theme this year is Timbertown Tribute, thanks to our incoming president, Travis Heisman. I think that's a great theme. If you don't know what that means, it means that you dress like a logger. If you don't know what that looks like, Mike Janicki is available and he can give you pro tips. And Lisa can tell you probably better than Pinterest can of what a lady logger looks like. Trust me when I say do not search that on a work computer. The examples that came up, I'm really glad I was on my cell phone because I don't think lady loggers wore thigh-high boots and short skirts with flannels tied up. And that's what they suggested. So I'm just saying, I'm thinking, ladies, we don't really have to wear that. So please don't look to Pinterest as your example of what to wear to the auction. All right, next slide. So this is another reminder. If you haven't gotten the clue yet, we have not sold a lot of tickets yet, and our goal is to sell at least 300 this year. So if you have not, and you want to get out your phone right now, this will take you straight to Octria. So scan and buy. And here's a pro tip too. So there's two different sections of Octria that you'll want to fill out. You'll want to buy your tickets. You will also want to register. And as part of the registration, you'll enter your name, you'll enter your credit card information. And that way, all the paperwork is done. And it saves Danny a lot of time the night of the auction. So please do both. So register and then buy tickets. So I know I bought my family's 3 tickets, Hunter's 21. So he's really happy not to just be there as a volunteer this year. And he works all the time, so he's excited to spend some money. So that's kind of exciting too. All right, Eric, next slide. Dessert dash. This is the best part of our auction if you like chocolate and other sweets like I do. So here's the thing though, is we can't do a dessert dash without people who bring desserts. We need approximately 28 to 32, depending on the number of tables we have. The best news is I have Christina Trader here, and she has printed out papers. So all of you who are adverse to anything tech related, she has a piece of paper that you too can sign up on. So there are no excuses. There are others of certain ages who do not like technology and surveys. Sign up often. You can bring more than one dessert. And you can have a lot of fun with this theme, maybe a log cabin, some trees, some logging trucks. I mean, the sky is the limit. All right, next slide. All right, so scholarships. If we get a speaker, we need to share their name with Danny for an assigned table and add to the cater account. I say this because last year at the table next to mine, there were already 8 people crowded into this little tiny space. And then there were 2 more suddenly crowded into it. So if we come up with a speaker, we need to make sure we let Danny know so she can assign them a table. So if you talk to Carrie Carlton on a regular basis, mention this to her every time, because she will probably come up with someone. And I just want to make sure this year we don't have that happen again. Okay, next slide. Sponsors. So thank you to all of these folks. You can't see Rothenbuehler, but that's who's up here in the right-hand corner. Thank you to all of these folks for already signing up to be sponsors. If you see your company up here and you didn't know you were a sponsor, well, surprise, you are. But you should all know that. And there are several different classifications. There's the title sponsor, and that's our friends at Chad Fisher Construction. There's our gold sponsors, and I believe that's Rothenbuehler, Nordic Temp Control, and I can't remember who else. But awesome, right? It's great to have sponsors. But next slide. So when I build all of these, I save the logos. So all of these logos, a lot of them are, I'm not trying to shame anyone, but a lot of these are from our members in here. And we have a lot of opportunity, So if you know any of the folks who logo is up here, you know, they don't have to be a giant sponsor. they can be a fun little bronze sponsor. Anything and everything is much appreciated and really helps us keep our costs down. So if you see your logo up here or your friend's logo, maybe let me know and we'll get Tomas or John on there. Yes, Danny. Yes. Oh, awesome. See, we've already got some takers. So anyway, I thought this was a fun representation of all the partners and friends that we do have. And it's a great reminder that we can ask them. They don't have to give a ton of money, but any little amount helps. So we just really appreciate it. All right, next slide. Audio visual. Chris, are you still here? Chris, she always leaves. Okay, so from her notes, they're going to be there on Friday to set up the gear from 8 to noon. They're going to have a sound check with Rod Hall is going to be our MC. I don't know if I told you guys that, but we had a discussion about it last time and no one could volunteer. I talked to Rod. He said, anything for you, Ruth, because he's awesome. And he's going to be our MC. So we still need a few more spotters. I know John Schmidt said he'd be happy to help with that. I really appreciate it. I think Mike Moser, I don't know if you really want to help because you got stuck doing that every year. So I'm going to give you a pass unless I'm desperate. Carrie Carlton always helps. And then we'll have Tom Pasma, and then we'll probably have him bring an assistant to help spot as well. So anyone that can help and that's gregarious, somewhat sober, and can point it out and be friendly and not offend anyone, please volunteer. And that's totally John Schmidt. I appreciate that. So I will send them to slideshows, and then I just need to talk to Chris. So next slide. So this is something that I just want to make sure everyone's aware of because it seems like it's a fun surprise every year that we do this. Danny is a wizard. She is so good at finding surprise guest dinners. She's really good at finding surprise guest table seats. But if we know ahead of time, she and Josh are really great about working together and figuring out how many meals we need. Josh needs to count about a week in advance. And Danny needs it as soon as possible so she can plan ahead for where are we going to sit these folks. So right now we have the 2 chainsaw carvers. We're going to feed them. They're not going to need table space, Danny. Travis, Danny, Travis. They will not need table space, the 2 chainsaw carvers, except for to eat. So we'll find a space for them. There are photo booth. Tiffany's not here. So one of the things we really want to do is make our auction fun again. So part of that is Tiffany has a photo booth coming in. So get ready to take really fun photos with you and your friends because we will also be using those in promotions about how much fun we had with our auction. So it will be set up right outside of the restroom area, right across from registration. So get ready for that. Get your smiles on. The guys in here are not excited about this. Your wives will be. I'm just saying, we like our photos when we're dressed up cute. Don't give me that look, Mike. Shelly will like photos. She will be excited. I'll take a cute photo with her, okay? I saw that. Audio visual, I'm not sure how many people. And then we'll have, Travis, do we have folks from your crew coming? I'm assuming. Okay. So we'll feed them as well. And I think they usually eat out at the registration table, bless their hearts, because they are amazing. Okay, next slide. This is our setup really quick again. So as you can see, we have 32 tables possibly in here. Last year, we had to remove this entire row because we didn't sell those tickets. So I would really like to sell tables 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I could be an auctioneer. Did you see how fast I was? Okay, so we really want to sell tickets, just to emphasize that. Sell tickets. Okay, next slide. So right here is where we'll have the photo booth. Right here's the bathroom. Almost Liable come out your registration. I believe Mike and Shelly have the VIP table again this year. We're giving it another shot. VIP, we need some markers to mark that parking out there so only they can park there because we got to make it special. All right, and then just a reminder, outside of this building, there's no parking and there's signage there, but I just like to remind people. So the best place to park is across the street at the church parking lot. It's giant. If you are able-bodied and can walk, please park over there and save the smaller parking lot that's right out front for our friends who may not be able to walk as well, maybe a little bit more elderly. Please save those parking spots for people who really need them. Okay, yes. Perfect. Right on. Cool.
Ruth?
Yes.
I also have point of interest. VIP parking looks dangerously to me like handicap parking. Because I know the
It
parking
is,
there.
yeah, it's not handicap parking. I was just there last Wednesday. Yep. I think handicap is right in the middle. So, yeah. Okay, next slide. We're almost done. Okay, so we have 64 days until the auction. I just like to emphasize this because on the last presentation, there was 117 days left. So we are getting down to the final countdown, if you will. And I would play Journey's song. I think that's who plays that final countdown. Isn't it Journey? I don't know. We should do that next month. I'll just play that song. It'll be great. So what do we need you to do? We need you to turn in your live auctions. All 12 teams have live auctions accounted, live auction items accounted for. You have no idea how excited I am and how appreciative I am. And thanks for working with me on that. Silent auction items. We don't have a lot, like barely any. Really kind of worried about that. So if you have not turned in your 3 silent auction items, please do. Someone emailed me and said, you know, I've really been slacking. Can I just do a buyout? This year, we're not doing a buyout. It was a pain in the rear last year. We're just not doing it. So if you are really just wanting to turn something in, find a gift certificate somewhere at a business in town, go and buy it and turn it in to Stiles and Lear with a slip. Dessert Dash. Please, please, please help my friend Christina out. I did the Dessert Dash for 7 years. It is really, really scary if you're short on desserts up until the week of, because you're thinking, how am I going to make sure that all of the tables get a dessert? And I've been to some auctions where you're like, are there enough desserts for everyone? I hope I get one. So we don't want to ever have that. Buy tickets. This really, really helps Danny out. The sooner all of us buy tickets, the easier it is for her to say, okay, most of the Rotarians have tickets. We still have 10 tables empty, and then we can make a push. If you have friends that you think would love a good time, invite them. Don't delay. April, we're going to send the program to the printer in about mid-April, and we're going to have Tom Pasma, if he's available, come and be part of the program. And then May 7th, Cheryl, can you hear me? Cheryl. So Cheryl, on May 7th, we're not going to have a luncheon. We're going to have a work party at 4 o'clock here instead of a luncheon. So I want to make sure you saw that. May 7th, no lunch. So we're going to meet here at 4 o'clock. Lynn will send that out repeatedly beforehand. But we heard from members, it's really hard to make our meeting at lunch and then leave work early to come and help Thursday night. So we're just going to have you hopefully get out of the office at 4 o'clock, come here, load up. We need the rotary wheels. Carl, can you bring your trailer? And then anyone else? I think Mike Janicki said he could help with a box truck again Friday morning for the silent auction items. Tim and Brian are talking about the storage. We've got that worked out. Thanks to everyone who showed up to our little committee chair meeting on Monday. It was great. Very much appreciated that. And then May 8th, we will spend the morning at St. Joe's setting everything up. Now, remember, the great thing about St. Joe's is you get there Thursday night, they will have the table set up. They will have the chairs set up. All we have to do is start putting our stuff out. So if there's anything we can haul over Thursday night, we could do that as well. But Friday morning, we will plan on meeting at Ronk Brothers with trucks and hauling it over. Last year, we were out by 11:30. So, Tim? Okay. Awesome. Okay, for anyone online, I'll repeat that. So Tim met with Brian Ronk, and he has an extra box truck, and he and his employees extraordinaire may get everything loaded up. And then we just have to meet them at St. Joe's at 8 o'clock on Friday. So that would be awesome. Cheryl? That's something we'll talk about as a board and let you know ASAP. Yeah. So, next slide. So I've been marking this slide, or every time I got a confirmed item, live auction item, I had those who hadn't turned them in red, and I had those who had contacted me, even if they didn't have a full description, in green. So as you can see, we now have everyone has turned something in, even if it's just an idea. So part of what we're going to do right now is we are going to split into teams. I'm going to give you your page from the booklet that I have, and you're going to confirm it's correct. And if it's not, if there's nothing in here that's written, you're going to write out as much as you know, and you're going to hand this back to me right now. So Team July, that's Kilcup, Ronk, Bachmeyer. I see Travis is here, so you may be meeting all by yourself. Is Ellen here too? Oh, 2 people. Mark Crandall, oh, you're here too. And Daryl Skiles. Oh, you have like an entire team then. So you are going to be doing a logging experience with Mr. Mike Janicki's help. So that is yours. Team August, you're going to be putting together a Seattle sports package. I have no information about this whatsoever. So please, if you're on this team, that's Daryl, Dan, Josh, Sandra, Danny, Eric, Senior, and Scott, please give me something, anything. I'll take anything at this point. Lynn is the captain of Team September. They're having a party on Big Lake, and I don't have any deets on that either. So I need all the information that you can give me. And that team is Carl, John Matterin, Keith Sorsted, Brock Stiles, Maggie Janicki, and Frank Wagner. And let's see. Team October, they got me all the details. So Team October, you are good. If you are on Team October, Sam, Sue, Don, Stryker isn't even here anymore. Julie Johnson, Chris Johnston, Neil Rothenbuehler, Becky Scrindy. You, as soon as we get to the next slide, you can get the heck out of Dodge if you would like. Thank you very much. Team November, same thing. Sailing package. I think I have most of the details. So I think you guys are good. Team December, I need details, but I have a little draft started for Nick. Is Nick still here or did he run away? Okay, good. All right. And that is Nick, Carrie, Mike, Tomas, Tim, and Steve Massey. Team January, I definitely need details here. So that is Chad Paulson, Adrian Santiangelo, Paul Wagner, Bill McCann, Carl Garrison, Les Huggins, Josh Allen. So if you have details, I'll hand you a sheet and you can add those, or just let your captain know I need those desperately. Team February, that sounds amazing. I want to go to Cabo San Lucas. It's a safe area in Mexico, by the way, I was told. That is Teak, Pat, Dan, Christina, Mike, Don. Is Don on 2 teams? I swear I already said Don's name. Tiffany, Brian, Stiles. So I think I have everything I need from that team as well. Team March, Majestic Inn and Spa Couples Retreat. I have everything I need from that. So again, you guys are great and you don't have to stick around as a team. Team April, Orcas Island Escape. I think you guys need to have a short meeting. So if anyone's there from Team April, that's Eric, Chuck, Chris, John, Ken, Rick, and Bruce, who's not here. He's probably in Arizona. Team May, summer barbecue and party on Clear Lake. I can't remember if I have those details or not. I think I have some. So maybe touch base with you. And that's Chris, Mark, Mary, Keith Wagner, David Bricka, Doug Wood, Todd Wright, Brian Ammons. And finally, last but not least, Team June, I know we are working on this madly via email, and that is Aldi, Joellen, Tim, Ruth, Mark, Rod, Matt, and Jared. Okay, so next slide. So I have pages, but just in case, this is a live link to our brochure. So if you want to keep an eye on your team description of what I change after today, if you scan this and go to it, it will refresh automatically. If you hit the little refresh anytime you want to look at it, and that's up until the auction. So it will be something that you can just kind of keep an eye on. And Danny is using the same verbiage on the website. She's got the website updated. So if something changes, I will let her know, and she'll copy and paste the entire description over again. So we make sure that we stay on the same page. And then, is that it on the slides? All right. So let's see, we have anyone need the QR code still? You all got it? Oh, best of life. Mark Ben. Who sees Mark Ben on a regular basis? Rusty Zippers? Hey, Lynn, do you see Mark Ben on a regular basis? Remind him he's best of life. All right, tell him best of life and his regular crew. You guys are on it. Okay, we have a year-long floral subscription, Cougar Bench, Husky Bench, and a live eagle carving. Those are live auction items that are not team events. We have a Rotary work party that's going to be organized by Josh Allen. Is Josh still here? Oh, hey, Josh, back there in the back. Do you want to sell that once or twice? That's something the auctioneer will want to know. So do we want to do one work party or two work parties? So that's something to think about and talk about with the people who actually show up and help. And remember, we're trying to keep these light work parties, not back killing work parties. So bourbon night, that's still a go, right? Oh, yes. Can you send me that via email again? Because I know you probably did, and I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. So we have a load of firewood that will be dropped off, and then we're going to do a work party. And Travis has a splitter coming, and we'll have a work party to do that, and then probably then a regular work party. How about if I do those two? Then we'll sell them separately. Good. All right. Send me the details because they're probably buried somewhere in text or email. Okay. And Brock and Tim, you guys are still doing the bourbon tasting, right? Okay. Sailing package that goes to Phil. Theater giveaway, that's Daryl Heisler. I don't think he's here, but I think he's working on that. Range experience that goes to Mike Janicki. We'll see if anyone takes it this year. Sailing package. Yeah. Okay. LeConner Seafood and Prime Rib, they've donated a dinner again for 10. VIP table. We're going to make the minimum bid this year $1,500 on the VIP table, because if we don't make at least $1,500, we lose money on it. So just a little FYI for that one, so you can prepare yourself. Fly fishing trip. Mark Nielsen's donating that again. Logging experience. This is, let's see, who's here from this team? Travis Heisman. Why don't you come up and grab this, Travis? I think it's all done, but maybe confirm. Tee off, that's my team. I'll hold on to this. Cabo Escape. Christina Trader, you're right here. You can double check that. I'm sure you guys have been emailing all about that. Orcas Island Escape with Eric Johnson. What a great Rotarian. All right, we have a staycation. That's me. I'm working on that. Let's see. Electric Adventure on the Water. Oh, yeah. Jared Couch, the Hot Tubs Northwest, they're donating a electric paddleboard. So that's possibly something we could tag with the Big Lake party. Okay. You guys team up on that one because we'll do both in one. So I'll need to rewrite that one. So Danny, I'll be rewriting those to team up. Majestic Inn and Spa Couples Retreat. Louis Riquet. And the murder mystery, I have all of that. I don't see anyone here from that team anyway. All right. Spa day every month. I need more information on this, Nick. But I wrote a draft. It's going to be amazing. I'm sure it's just 100% accurate. Thanks to our friend ChatGPT, who I have not boycotted because I need it. Okay, party on Big Lake. We'll combine with that one. Seattle sports package. Josh, oh, Danny, anyone? Oh, there's nothing on that one. And that's it. So if we want to ring the bell, but meet as teams if needed, we could call this meeting done. No, no, it's all you, man.
All right. Anything before we ring the bell? Thank you.